The boldest transformation in the entire NFL is happening right now in Las Vegas. What no one saw coming for this, says Reaction, when it comes to NFL off-season champions, one name comes up more than anyone could have imagined. The Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, the same Raiders who spent the last 3 years watching the playoffs from home in pain are now engineering one of the most aggressive and calculated rebuilds in the entire league. And it's not just speculation. Respected NFL insiders like The Athletic's Ted Nguyen are making bold claims that could completely change your outlook on the upcoming season. From the NFL, according to Nguyen, the Raiders have undoubtedly improved more than any other season in the league this offseason. But let's be clear, they had no choice this season. Ranked 27th in EPA per game, 27th in points per drive, and 31st in explosive play rate over the past 2 seasons. Bottom line, there was no other way to go but up and up. They did. Big time. 4. It all starts at the top. After years of behind-the-scenes instability, Las Vegas handed the keys to none other than Pete Carroll, a coach with a Super Bowl pedigree and decades of experience building sustainable success. But Carroll didn't come alone. He made one of the most intriguing coordinator hires of the entire off-season by bringing in offensive innovator Chip Kelly. Now, let's be honest, the name Chip Kelly triggers strong reactions from NFL fans. But don't be fooled. The Chip Kelly who left the NFL years ago is not the one returning today. This version has evolved dramatically, focusing less on pace and more on diversity in the running game and explosive play design. From train, Pete Kelly, after the team's shutdown, Kelly laid out his vision clearly. JBB, just win, baby. It doesn't matter if you win 96 or 38 and 37. The identity here is simple. Do enough every week to win. Anything fans that they wanted yourself. Their philosophy echoes Al Davis's legendary mantra, but updated for modern evolution. This blend of old-school toughness and new-school creativity was exactly what the Raiders needed from train Pete Kelly. And while everyone watches the signings, John Spitek's front office has quietly assembled a roster full of new talent from train Pete Kelly NFL. But even with these improvements, a crucial question remains. Can they capitalize on the glaring weaknesses of their AFC West rivals from train Pete Kelly? And that's where the Raiders can find their secret weapon. Let's not take the Pell. The AFC West is a challenge 3 times they made the playoffs last season. The Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Broncos, and Los Angeles Chargers. The Raiders watching from the couch. But that's exactly why owner Mark Davis has taken such aggressive action. The mission is clear: defeat the division's giants. And its weaknesses, their Achilles heel, their offensive line. We all saw it in the Super Bowl. Yes, they've built things up by adding Jalen Moore and rookie Josh Simmons, but Moore has barely played. 271 career snaps. Simmons, he's recovering from a serious injury. That's not stability, that's gambling. Now, picture this. Maxx Crosby back at full steam. Malcolm Siochan fully healthy. Add the interior pressure of Christian Wilkins and Adam Butler. The Raiders are finally getting consistent pressure on Patrick Mahomes like they've sometimes done before. Next target, Denver Broncos. Sure, they've stabilized at quarterback with Bo Nix and their offensive line looks solid. But who's catching passes? Courtland Sutton is talented but isolated. Rookie Devin Vell flashed as a 7th-round pick last year. But is he ready to be the guy? What about inexperienced rookies like Pat Bryant and free agent Evan Ingram? That supporting cast isn't exactly scary if the Raiders' second half can contain Sutton. They'll force Bo Nix to rely on inexperience, a dangerous recipe for danger for Denver. Finally, Los Angeles Chargers, with Jim Harbaugh's ground-and-pound philosophy becoming more apparent, stopping the run will be crucial. But what about the Chargers' interior defensive line? Let's just say it's vulnerable. Aside from T. Tart, who has a respectable PFF grade against the run, no one on the inside has put up dominant numbers. That's where new running back Ashton Jeanty could thrive. The Raiders' powerful running game can cut through the Los Angeles defensive line, dictating the pace and keeping Justin Herbert off the field. But there's another crucial piece to this story, and his name could determine whether the Raiders fully capitalize on these AFC West weaknesses. Every great defense has a 1-2 punch. Maxx Crosby led the Raiders' defensive line for years, but 2023 signaled the emergence of a legitimate partner, Malcolm C.O. Cowan, in the final stretch. From weeks 10 through 18, C.O. Cowan posted an impressive 84.9 pass rush efficiency rating, according to Pro Football Focus, elite territory. But then disaster struck. Just as hope was rising, C.O. Cowan suffered a season-ending injury that ended him before the 2024 season even began. Suddenly, all that progress came to a halt, and now 2025 looms as a make-or-break year for both C.O. Cowan and the Raiders' defense as a whole. Analyst Dan Wasserman summed it up. If Cowan can recapture his late 2023 form, the Raiders could have one of the most lethal pass rush duos in the NFL. That's no exaggeration. A healthy C.O. Cowan against Crosby with Wilkins tearing up the interior, that's a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Behind the scenes, the support Cowan received was crucial to his recovery.